Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legends Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legends Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Live from Forbes Field, this is the Arizona Diamondbacks visiting the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week. We are here, it is June 5th, in the first year of the FSBL. You can see the Pirates. So far, a good performance in this series. The Pirates have taken the first two games of the series. They are also a half game up now in the NL Central. Cyro329, how are you, sir? So the Pirates will go for the 3-game sweep of the Diamondbacks here. On the mound, Bill V. Swift. Swift 6-5, a 3.32 earned run average. He has been steady as she goes, which has pretty much been the Pirates' story so far this season. Ender Inciarte will lead things off for the Diamondbacks, 277 so far, 2 homers, 17 RBIs for him. First pitch, fastball at the letters for a called strike. We're underway. Hazy day here. Pitch, change up, misses outside. MV, how are you, sir? Thank you for checking in. 1-1 count. Here is Swift deals to Inciarte to get us underway here. Misses up high, 2-1 the count. The Legends Sports Universe website has been updated. It has all of the standings, the leaderboards, and the team statistics for each team posted on the site through June 1st. Changeup misses low and away. Hey, you guys were going at that draft for a while there, MV. More power to you guys for staying through that, man. That's a labor of love right there, but that's awesome. So the count now full. Tonight on the channel, it's going to be around 8:30 or so. I will be broadcasting a recap of the first rookie draft, which was just held June 1st. That one is popped up, fielded for the first out. Here you see the D-backs lineup: Inciarte, Finley, and Martinez, Upton, Durazo, and Batista, Johnson, Roberts, and Chris Snyder, rounding out the Diamondbacks lineup. Chris Snyder should enjoy the time while he gets it. Here's Steve Finley. Finley batting .316 so far on the season. The main pickup in the draft for the Diamondbacks. The draft again was 5 rounds. So it was the first 4 rounds where somebody based on whatever position was picked. That's a shot into center, base hit for Finley. From the remaining 60-player pool. The 5th round of the rookie draft was a Negro League player from the list, matching up with whatever position this, the MLB The Show draft ran for, the fictional draftee. So the 5th pick for the Diamondbacks was a catcher. They ended up getting Frank Duncan, a fantastic defensive catcher, one of the Negro League greats. So he will be taking over that catcher's role next season, one would have to imagine, for the Diamondbacks. So Chris Snyder should get his work in while he can. Here's JD Martinez. Martinez ahead 1-0 in the count, batting .336 so far this season. Fastball at the knees for a strike. So if you check the channel around 8:30 or so tonight, it's about a 1-hour recap show of the rookie draft. Another pickoff throw. Finley staying put. Finley being run a little bit more than I would expect for the D-backs. 11 stolen bases. Finley not a huge stolen base guy. This is Forbes Field, MB, the old park for the Pirates, way back in the day before Riverfront Stadium. 1-2 the count. shot into right field. That's a base hit. Runner moves to third, so it's runners at the corners. So Martinez singles to right. It's now first and third for the Diamondbacks. Cut off nicely out there in right. I believe that's Starling Marte out there. Here's Justin Upton. Upton batting .226. Off-speed pitch from Swift in there for a called strike. Upton .226, 8 homers, 22 RBIs to this point. The 0-2 here. Runners at the corners, only 1 out. Upton fouls it off. So the count will stay 0-2. Look at that. The Montreal Expos have taken over the NL East lead, moving a half a game ahead of the Braves. Upton yanks it foul and out of play. And the Pirates, there you see, holding the half-game lead here in the NL Central. Swift misses down low. Count at 1-2. He would love to get up and to bury one into the ground here. Here's the pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Count stays at 1-2. The Giants with an 8-game lead over the Dodgers in the NL West. That's what getting off to an 11-0 start will do for you. Pitch in the dirt. Runners hold. Nice block with that is Manny Sanguillen behind the plate for the Pirates in this one. 2-2 pitch. High fastball. Upton swings and misses. He's been known to do that. So Swift fans him. Big second out there. That was easily ball 3. That was up and away. Upton chases it, swings and misses for 2 men down. Here's Ariel Durazo. Durazo has offered power to the D-backs. Low average, batting only .229. But he does have 10 home runs on the season to go with 29 runs batted in. Swift falls behind him 1-0. Changeup misses off the plate, 2-0 the count. So the D-backs making Swift work here in the opening inning, up to 23 pitches. Fastball misses inside. Count now 3-0. Tony Batista swings in the on-deck circle. Pitch from Swift. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 3-1. Here's the pitch. Up and in. Misses for ball 4. So Swift now has the bases loaded, though there are 2 outs. Big opportunity here for Tony Batista. Batista, .275 so far this season. 4 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Pitch from Swift. Changeup. Oh, that looked good, but it's called a ball. So now Swift behind 2-0. I don't know where that pitch was. That looked like a strike from here. Here's the delivery from Swift. Batista swings over the changeup, strike 1. Two-one pitch coming. This is pitch number 30 of the opening inning. Batista, line shot down the left field line, but foul. So now the count goes to 2-2. Swift sets, gets the sign from Sanguillen. Here's the pitch. Batista, fly ball down the left field line. That's going to get out of play. So the count stays at 2-2. Pitch from Swift. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One run will score. Runner being waved around. Here comes the play at the plate. He's gunned down. So the one run scores. The second run is thrown out at the plate. But the Diamondbacks score in a very long top of the first. We head to the bottom half. D-backs 1. Pirates coming up. Omar Dahl will take the mound for the Diamondbacks. 3-2, 3.78 earned run average so far for Dahl. Lefty takes the mound here. Big Clue has joined us. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Starling Marte will lead things off here for Pittsburgh. Marte batting .299. We should get a look at the Pirates lineup momentarily. Here's the delivery from Dahl. Fly ball, Marte out to right. Right there, Justin Upton puts it away for the first out. Here's the Pirates lineup. Marte, Max Carey, who gunned down the runner at the plate there to end the top of the first. Fred Clark, Stargell, Jake Beckley, Bob Elliott, Manny Sanguian, Jay Bell, and Neil Walker round out the Pirates lineup. Here's Max Carey. Carey batting .282. No homers, 3 RBIs so far this season. I mentioned before you got in here, Clue, tonight, I know you guys probably have the draft, so you guys may end up having to watch it after I air it. But around 8:30 or so Eastern, I will be doing a 1 hour or so recap show of the rookie draft, so you can see what players will come into the league for each team next year. Carey ground ball the third for the second out. So after a really long top half of the first, the Pirates not doing much to get Bill Swift some rest. Here comes Fred Clark. Clark has been terrific this season, particularly at home. Overall batting .311, 5 homers, 26 RBIs. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Down at the knees, strike one. Tries to work the knees again. That one goes a little bit low, though. 1-1 the count. Fastball just inside. 2-1. Dahl delivers. High slurve. That one gets the zone. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Dahl. Clark right back up the middle. That's a base hit. So Fred Clark with the 2-out single into center. Good piece of hitting there from Clark.
Number 8.
So that'll bring up Willie Stargell. Stargell batting .262. He has been a run producer, though. Slurve misses outside. Stargell, 18 home runs, 43 runs batted in so far on the season. Elon, thank you, sir, for joining me. I greatly appreciate that. D-backs fan, huh? Yeah, whenever I do these broadcasts, I always try to use the old unis, just because I think they're a heck of a lot of fun. So I pretty much use the old unis for all the teams, just because I think it presents well in the broadcast, especially in the context of doing like an all-time kind of setup like this league is done. But I appreciate you joining, man. Stargell, ground ball up the middle, diving attempt, he can't come up with it. Clark's going to go to third. Finley will get the throw in, hit the cutoff man. But now the Pirates trying to get a 2-out rally going. Runners on the corner. So here's Jake Beckley. Beckley batting .284. On this one, rips it down to first, but it's fielded by Durazo, who knocks it down, takes it to the bag himself. That's a run-saving play by Euribiel Durazo. And the Pirates are turned aside. We head to the top of the second. D-backs lead the Pirates 1-0. Here's Kelly Johnson. Johnson's been really solid so far. 304, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. The D-backs didn't get a great opening draw. I mean, they did get Johnson and Schilling, which certainly helps them, although Schilling actually hasn't pitched particularly well. But, you know, the D-backs lineup certainly lacking. But they've hung around 500 to this point in the season, which I think was all that really could be asked of them to start things off. So Swift sends Johnson down with the strikeout there. Second strikeout so far for Swift. So that'll bring up Ryan Roberts. Roberts batting only .247 so far. Swift needs a pretty quick inning after a laborious first inning. 3 homers, 22 RBIs for Roberts so far. Pitch from Swift. Two-seamer misses down low. 1-1 the count. I actually kind of need the pace of this game to pick up a little bit because I do have to go to work. But, so we'll see. I don't want to end up in a situation where I have to sim the end of it. I hate doing that. I've never had to do that, actually, in a broadcast. But we're going to be borderline for this being the first time I have to do that. Fastball misses up and away. 3-1 the count. Chris Snyder waits on deck. There's the pitch. Turned well foul, though, way out in front. So the count is full. Again, Diamondbacks with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. At a hazy Forbes Field, to say the least. Don't know if that's playing a role, but Swift picks up his third strikeout. So Roberts goes down looking. Can check out the pitch sequence here from Bill Swift. Again, this is old time Bill Swift. Oh, God, I hate fast counts, MV. I hate doing that. It's just a kind of a pet peeve of mine. In games that count, I don't like using the fast counts. So I will try to do that. I will try to avoid doing that here if I can. I think I'll probably be all right. That top of the first just took forever. But yeah, I generally speaking, I will avoid using fast counts in anything except an exhibition game. I just feel like the batter-pitcher interaction is the best part of baseball. So to go and kind of to numb that down to a single pitch is less than ideal. So if I can avoid that, I will. Swift moving swiftly so far here through this top of the second. He's ahead of Chris Snyder, 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a 2-out single. So I open my big mouth, and that's what happens.
Now batting, number 11.
We will check the out-of-town scores on the next cycle through. So the order rolls over for the D-backs. Here's Inciarte. Inciarte 0 for 1. Change up in there for a strike. Yeah, the haze at Forbes Field is a nice little look. You know, like the weather just kind of gets picked when I do these broadcasts at random. So, but yeah, it is a cool look for one of the classic old parks. I mean, they did a great job with this. Pitch from Swift in the right field. Marte gets over there, cuts it off. Runner will hold at second. So back-to-back hits now for the D-backs with 2 outs. That'll bring up Steve Finley. Finley 1 for 1. Fastball misses up high. Well, poor Texas Rangers, 20-40. Ouch. Swift, fastball, freezes Finley, counts at 1-1. And the Rangers, not a great pool, and they got a pretty terrible draw. So, Rangers fighting an uphill climb. Finley to right field. Going back, down the line. Long run from Marte. Dives, he can't come up with it. One hopper off the wall. That's going to score 2. Finley will pull in at third with a 2-run triple. And the Diamondbacks have taken a 3-0 lead. Second triple of the year for Finley. Marte looked like he kind of misjudged how deep that ball was going to go off the bat. He kind of started going straight for the line, then realized they had a little more carry on it than he thought. Marte, yep, big air dive, trying to make up for the ground. So Finley at third, 2 outs here. This all coming with 2 outs for the Diamondbacks. Here's J.D. Martinez. Martinez singled his first time up. Oh, 1 pitch here from Swift. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Another run scores, and the D-backs are out to a 4-0 lead on the Pirates. So the Pirates' half-game lead on the NL Central might be short-lived here if something doesn't change here. D-backs have given Bill Swift fits to this point. 53 pitches. We're only in the top of the second. Here's Justin Upton. Upton gives this one a ride. Deep center. It's going to stay in the park, though. Looked a little bit deeper off the bat than it was. Carey tracks it down, and the side is retired. But Arizona puts up a 3 spot. They have battered 7 hits in the first 2. We head to the bottom of the second. Arizona leads Pittsburgh 4-0. So leading off, one of the big surprises of the early season, Bob Elliott. Elliott has been terrific. I mean, not a surprise. Elliott, a very solid player. But 343, 15 homers, 37 RBIs. Elliott has flown out of the gates here in year 1. Dallas fastball at the knees. That one misses, 1-1 the count. Elliott pulls that one foul. He will now be in the 1-2 hole. Pitch from Dahl. Elliott turns on this one, another one foul. So Dahl ahead of him 1-2. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Elliott doesn't offer at it. 2-2 the count. That one, kind of a slider that didn't break, misses outside, 3-2. Pitch from Dahl. Elliott lines it the other way, but foul. If you're not familiar with Bob Elliott, look him up sometime. A very, very solid player. That one misses for ball 4. So good at bat there for Elliott to work out the walk. Elliott, 40s Pirates, also with the Braves, actually, after that, if I remember correctly. But a very solid, steady player. His power to this point a little bit higher than what I would have, than what his ratings would indicate. So we'll see how long that power surge of Elliott's keeps up. Here's Manny Sanguillen, line shot in the right. That's a base hit. Elliott will hold up at second. Good piece of hitting there from Manny Sanguillen. So now here comes Jay Bell. Bell, a terrific bunter. I'm not sure if you're going to the bunt here in the second inning, but we'll see. Bell batting .343. He has not been the everyday shortstop. Loops this one down the right field line. .343, well above where Jay Bell would be expected to be hitting. Jay Bell, who was also a Diamondback in his career. Fastball misses down low. Fastball from Dahl in there for a called strike. 1-2 the count. Snyder. Here's the delivery. Fastball misses way up high. 2-2. So Dahl trying to keep this inning from getting away from him a bit here. First and second, nobody out. He does not want to be putting Jay Bell on base. The pitch. Bell lines it the other way. Leaping off the glove of Durazo, but he can't come down with it. Runners will hold at second and third. That will be fairly judged a base hit. Good effort from Euribiel Durazo. But now the bases are loaded. Here's Neil Walker. Walker batting an abysmal 111 in part-time duty. No homers or RBIs for him. But this would be a good way for Walker to break out if he can come through with a big hit here. In that rookie draft, which will again be broadcast on the channel tonight around 8:30 Eastern, the Pirates did end up getting from their pool Bill Mazeroski. So Mazeroski will figure to be the second baseman next year. Walker getting time here as Rennie Stennett, who has been really solid for them as Walker's ground ball brings in a run. Rennie Stennett is hitting around 300, but Stennett is on the injured list now, so Neil Walker getting some playing time. Here's Starling Marte. Second and third, one out. Pirates on the board, still trail at 4-1. Only here in the bottom of the second. Fastball misses up and away. Dahl prepares to deliver. Here's the pitch. Another fastball up high, 2-0. So Dahl struggling with control problems. Here in this second inning. Marte pulls that one foul. Here's the delivery. Misses down low. 3-1 the count. Max Carey waits on deck for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there. Gets the count to 3-2. Big pitch coming here from Omar Dahl. Second and third, one out. Count is full to Marte. Marte lines it the other way, and another diving attempt by Durazo, and another one he can't come up with. Run will score. It's going to be an RBI single for Starling Marte. The Pirates have cut the deficit to 4-2. So Euribiel Durazo getting a ton of work down at first base. He's had to try and make a few very difficult plays, and he has not proven to be up to the task. Here's Max Carey. Change up on the outside corner, strike one. Dahl looks in for the sign. Line shot the other way. Upton tracks it down. Upton has a good arm, but the runner will tag. There will be no play at the plate, and the Pirates have their third run of the inning. They've cut the deficit to 4-3. Upton range toward the line again. Upton can throw well, but he did not feel like he had any opportunity there. So here's Fred Clark. Clark singled his first time up. 2 down, runner on first. Dahl delivers in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Clark leading the National League in doubles with 22 so far. Again, this is June 5th of year 1 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League. Fastball misses away. Dahl looks in. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second, not in time. Marte steals second. Breaking ball, no chance for Snyder there. Marte gets a good jump. And there was just no hope for Snyder. So 2-1 the count. Marte, the tying run, now in scoring position. Again, we're still only in the bottom of the second. Fastball misses up high. There's Willie Stargell swinging the bat on deck. Here's the pitch. Pulled foul into the crowd. Count stays full. Pitch from Dahl. Clark puts this one the other way. Hangs up. That's Martinez who gets under it for the final out. But the Pirates get 3. We head to the top of the third. Diamondbacks 4, Pittsburgh 3. Here from Forbes Field, a hazy / gloomy / overcast Forbes Field. Still a great park, though. So here's Aribio Durazo. Durazo walked his first time up. Again, Durazo has had an uneventful game so far at first base through these first 2 innings. Swift changeup in there at the knees. Swift delivers. Popped up on the infield. Bell barely has to move, puts it away for the first out. Remember, the D-backs got 3 runs in the second inning, all with 2 outs. Here's Tony Batista. Batista an RBI single his first time up. Here's the pitch from Swift. Popped up, foul back, out of play. D-backs with the 4-3 lead here. Fastball misses up high. Gotta see if there's an even more open stance that they can give Batista. They don't actually have his stance programmed into the game. He was actually even more open than that, but I think that's about as close as you can get. Lines it the other way, right at Marte, though, who puts it away for the second out. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. Delivery from Swift. Misses down low. So 1-1 the count. Here in the top of the third. Swift already over 60 pitches. Hoping that a possible 1-2-3 inning here will kind of bring that pitch count a little bit more in line with where he's looking for it to be. Two and 2 the count. Shot the other way. That's going to get caught. Oh, nice break on that one. Very nice play to end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the third. Diamondbacks still holding a 4-3 lead. Here's Willie Stargell. Stargell singled in the first.
The designated hitter, number 8.
See the out-of-town scoreboard there. Yankees and Tigers scoreless. Virgil Trucks and Ron Guidry, the pitching matchup in New York. White Sox lead the Rays 4-1 in the third. Coming up later, Astros go to Kansas City to visit the Royals. Ken Johnson and Kevin Appier, the pitching matchup there. Twins hold a 2-1 lead on the Blue Jays in the third. Shane Mack has a pair of RBIs for the Twins. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has driven in the run for the Blue Jays. Mariners and Rangers will battle later. Glenn Abbott getting the start for Seattle. Marlins up 2-1 on the Giants in the third. Marcell Ozuna has driven in both runs for the Marlins. Angels and Phillies scoreless in the third. Stargell lines this one out into center. It's going to hang up, though. Put away by Finley for the first out. Padres and Brewers. Woody Williams 0-5 for the Padres. Woodruff going for the Brewers. Expos lead the Reds 2-0 in the third. Max Scherzer and Gary Nolan, the pitching matchup there. Vinegar Bend Mizell and Orville Overall, the pitching matchup. Cardinals and the Cubs. Braves will play the Rockies. John Smoltz, Jorge De La Rosa, the pitching matchup there. This one out to right. On the run, Upton gets there to put it away for out number 2. See that tightly packed AL Central. The Indians have been playing better, though. Teams have to be careful about them breaking away. The Tigers still the most disappointing team in the Franchise Stars Baseball League to this point. In the bottom of the standings at the AL Central. So here's Bob Elliott, as we mentioned, as far as that third inning. We head to the top of the fourth. It's still 4-3 D-backs. Here you see the NL East standings. The Expos have taken over the division lead, a half game over the Braves. The Phillies a game and a half back. The Marlins 6 out. The Mets lead-off single.
Now batting, the catcher, Chris.
Gets things started for the D-backs. Ryan Roberts is on there. Here comes Chris Snyder. Snyder 1 for 1. D-backs, as you can see, 16 games out in the NL West. The Giants doing everything in their power to run away with the division. The Dodgers trying to stay close. Dodgers haven't been bad. They're 9 games over 500. Just the Giants have been that good. The Vegas line at this point has an A's-Giants World Series matchup in the cards. But still plenty of season to go. Indians lead the Orioles 5-2 in the fourth. Eddie Murray has hit his 14th for the Orioles. 5-4-3 double play there. Swift needed that. Easily turned. Snyder hits into the double play, and there's 2 men down. Here's Ender Inciarte, 1 for 2, singled and scored a run. Pitch from Swift misses up high. So if you check out the website and check out the leaderboards, it kind of feels like every category, like for the most part, has guys who absolutely belong in there, but there seems to be like one guy in each category who's among leaders, who's like, hey, what's that guy doing there? Nobody who's abysmal. It's not like anybody with no home runs has 15, who should have, no or 1 home run, has 15 or anything like that, But something like, Darryl Porter. Darryl Porter is among the batting leaders right now. Darryl Porter was a very fine catcher, but Darryl Porter doesn't belong near the batting leaders. But he's outperforming his ratings to this point. Which I like, as long as it's not happening too frequently. So here's Steve Finley. Finley 2 for 2. Swift misses inside. Eddie Collins has taken over the American League batting lead at 358. Reggie Smith second, Tommy Henrik third. Yunel Escobar stays hot, and there you see Darryl Porter. Porter and Mike Sweeney basically being asked to carry that Royals offense to this point. Ken Griffey Jr. still leads the AL in home runs with 21. Jim Thome second. Aaron Judge has 17. Mark McGwire and Frank Home Run Baker for the A's have 16. How do you know if he's outperforming his ratings? Well, I mean, you know, if a guy is not rated, you know, all these guys are rated, you know, on certain, you know, in their categories based on, you know, what their expected stats would be. So if a guy who, you know, like Darryl Porter is not rated as somebody who you would figure would be hitting 300. So if he's hitting 300, he's outperforming his ratings. Which again, I mean, this isn't Diamond Mind, you know, or Pursue the Pennant or any of that kind of stuff. So I don't have a problem with the guy, you know, outperforming his ratings to a degree. But it is fun to see, you know, who does that. I mean, every year in baseball, you know, you have preseason projections of what you're expecting guys to do based on their history, and then, you know, a guy gets into the leaderboard. It's like, hey, that's a kind of a career year for him or whatever like that. So it's certainly common to occur in baseball as long as it's not occurring too frequently, which it hasn't been. You know, it's happening at a good proportion that I'm very comfortable with, thankfully. So 1-2 here as Dahl works to Sanguin. Sanguin 1 for 1. Ground ball up the middle. Backhand play. Throws to first. 1 out. Rolling around in the corner along the brick. Bell will pull in at second with the 1 out double. His 14th double of the season. Tracer down the line by Jay Bell, who continues to swing a good bat. So here's Neil Walker. Walker 0 for 1. Change up just off the outside corner. Here's the pitch from Dahl. Fastball misses down low. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees. There's a shot out in the left. It's going to hang up, though. For the second out, Bell will hold. Contemplates tagging, but that would have been foolish to say the least. I apologize. I'm getting an alert here that the connection quality isn't great on my end, so hopefully that will rectify itself. Here's Marte. 1 for 2. 1-1 the count here. See the National League ERA leaders in the scroll at the bottom. Clayton Kershaw, Tom Seaver, Robin Roberts. Jordan Zimmerman has had a good year, and so has Matt Latos. I can see Zimmerman holding. I don't imagine that Matt Latos is going to be there at the end of the year. Latos, one of the few bright spots so far for the Padres who've just been abysmal. That's a shot in the center from Marte. We're going to have a tie game. No, he caught it. That hung up. Well, you know, this haze The haze here at Forbes Field throwing me. I did not think that ball was hanging up, but Finley gets a great break on it and tracks it, saves a run. And Arizona maintains the 4-3 lead. I totally thought that ball was getting down. So here's J.D. Martinez. Martinez 2 for 2. We start the 5th. Martinez, big swing, pulls it foul. Martinez leads the Diamondbacks with 40 RBIs. Pulls this one to short. Bell, throw over to first, pulls the runner off the bag, and Martinez is going to be safe. That's going to be an error on Jay Bell. In the hole, Bell has to range to his right, but he gets there in plenty of time. Martinez, not a great base runner, in terms of speed anyway, but the throw pulls Beckley well off the bag. So now we'll see if Swift can work around it. Fastball at the letters, strike one. Fastball, Upton swings and misses. So it says broadcasting only mic audio. So I'm actually not even sure if you're actually being able to see this game or this is now just turning into a radio broadcast. For whatever reason, I'm having connection issues here. Strikeout there for Swift. I mean, I know a lot of the time you guys are kind of listening to these games in the background anyway, so it's really like a radio broadcast anyway. But even so, I just don't want to go like rebooting my router and then having it go and wipe out the whole broadcast entirely. So we'll just hope that this resolves itself. Here's Rebuild Durazo, 0 for 1. He walked in the first. Pitch misses way up high and away. Changeup, misses, swung on and missed, down low, 1-2 the count. Trying to see if I can mess with my settings here and get this situation fixed. Changeup misses away, 2-2. You're here in the top of the 5th. Arizona leads Pittsburgh 4-3, 1 out. Runner on first. Change up in there for a called strike 3. Durazo doesn't like it, but he's going to go grab a seat. Second out, that'll bring up Tony Batista. Fastball misses inside. Here's the pitch. Tapper back to the mound. Swift has it himself. Throw to first and the side is retired. So we are midway through here in Pittsburgh. Diamondbacks still holding a 4-3 lead over the Pirates. Carey, Clark, and Stargell coming up. All right, apologies. I'm going to try to see if I can get these settings taken care of. Maybe switch my Wi-Fi and see if that improves anything here. Shot down to first. Nice pick by Durazo for the first out. I'm not even sure how I get to settings without completely undoing the broadcast here. Fastball in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Fastball misses up high. 1-1 the count. Here as Dahl works to Fred Clark. Slurve misses low and away. 2-1. Ground ball to second. Easy play. Johnson throw to first for the second out. So both pitchers settling in a bit here. Here comes Willie Stargell. Stargell, 1 for 2, singled in the first. 3 for 10, the homer and 4 RBIs in the series. Here's a delivery. Fastball misses up high. Pitch from Dahl. Another one misses up high. Count is 2-0. Shot down the left field line, foul. That one misses. 3-1 the count. Jake Beckley swinging in the on-deck circle. Oh, it says the broadcast is back in action, so hopefully this has all been rectified. Shot, Stargell yanks it, foul. Hit hard into the stands. Hope that fan got their glove up. Full count. Here's the pitch from Dahl. Stargell yanks another one, foul. Count stays at 3-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Omar Dahl working to Willie Stargell. Stargell gets a piece, fouls it off. Here's the pitch. A ground ball up the middle. Diving stop. Johnson knocks it down. Not going to be able to make the play. Willie Stargell is on with an infield base hit. So here comes Jake Beckley. Beckley 0 for 2. Stargell on first with 2 down. Dahl delivers. Shot the other way. Beckley hits this one well. Going back on it, Martinez. It's slicing away from him. He's going to have to play it off the wall. Stargell does not run great, but he comes around third. He's going to come around to score. Jake Beckley, an opposite field RBI double, and the Pirates have come all the way back and tied this game at 4 apiece. So Jake Beckley sends this one a long way to left. Martinez didn't think he could get it at the wall, so he holds up to play it off the wall. Stargell, off on the contact with the 2 outs, is able to make it home easily. And now here's Bob Elliott. Elliott, fly ball to left. Martinez underneath it. That should be the final out, and it is. But the Pirates, who at one point trailed 4-0, have come back to tie this game at 4. We head to the top of the 6th in Pittsburgh. So this is the first broadcast. I think I did an exhibition broadcast of them, but I chose this game for this week just because it's the first broadcast that I've done regular season for either of these teams. I've only got, I think, 4 or 5 teams left I have to broadcast to get everyone out of the way for the first time. So this just gave me an opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I actually still have to do a Dodgers regular season broadcast. Well, I don't know how they kind of slipped through the cracks, but I think I'd done a preseason broadcast with them and the Reds, but I never did an actual regular season broadcast. We got a Dodgers broadcast coming up. The Orioles need to be broadcast, and I feel like there's another team that I'm kind of blanking on that I still have to do. A broadcast for. Maybe not. Maybe that is everybody actually. Oh, the Padres. I haven't done a Padres broadcast either. Swift walks Kelly Johnson to open up the top of the 6th. And that is going to be it for Bill Swift. So given how this game started, I think if you're the Pirates, you take it that Swift got you through 5. He comes out. Runner on first would be on his ledger.
Your attention, please.
Coming in, here's Ray Kremer. Kremer making his 23rd appearance of the season. 7-2, 44 2/3 innings of work, a 4.84 earned run average. So Kremer has struggled a bit. They're going to ask him to give them a little bit of work here. He will start off by facing Ryan Roberts. Roberts 1 for 2, singled in the 4th. He's 3 for 8 in the series. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there for a called strike. Doug Drabek throwing in the bullpen for the Pirates. Delivery fouled off. So again, this is June 5th of year 1 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League. The website has been updated through June 1st. The standings, the leaderboards, every team's batting and pitching, leader stats are up there as well, so you can go check that out. All the sports have been updated on the website. The Basketball Association, the Hockey League. It's off season for football, but that's current to where it is at this point after Legends Bowl 3. So, and the boxing has been updated as well on the website. So hopefully you will go pay a visit, take a look, and check that all out. 1 out, runner on first. Here's Chris Snyder. Snyder 1 for 2. That shot, line drive into right's going to fall in front of Marte for a base hit. So Snyder, perhaps sensing the writing is on the wall with the Diamondbacks drafting of catcher Frank Duncan, a Negro League star, terrific defensive catcher who will join the team next year. So Snyder trying to prove his worth. Order rolls over. Here's Ender Inciartes. He is 2 for 3, pair of singles and a run scored. 1 out, first and second, top of the 6th in a 4-4 game here. Here's the pitch. Line shot down the right field line. Marte gets a good break, lays out, can't come up with it. Runners had a hold to see if Marte would come up with the play. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Inciarte has his 3rd hit of the game. Terrific effort here by Marte. He's lucky that ball didn't get past him. So now here's Steve Finley. Finley 2 for 3. Diamondbacks swinging good bats today. Kremer gives this one up. That's going to be a base hit down the left field line. Cut off. 2 runs are going to score. Steve Finley comes up with the opposite field hit, and the Diamondbacks, after blowing the 4-0 lead, have reclaimed the lead 6-4. So Ray Kremer has not accomplished anything since coming into this game. And now he's got to deal with J.D. Martinez. Pitch, fastball, misses away. Want to know the count to Martinez. The Diamondbacks will hope to blow this open a bit. Fastball in there for a called strike, 1-1. Martinez, 328 so far this season with runners in scoring position. Breaking ball, runners go. Stolen base, double steal. Diamondbacks being aggressive. Inciarte and Finley with the double steal there. Breaking ball, no shot for Sanguin to throw them out. So that eliminates the double play possibility. 1-2 as Kremer works to Martinez. Change up down in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Sanguin. 2-2 the count. Shot out into center. carry. Gets there, makes the play. Runner will tag. Carries throw, not going to be good enough. He'd gunned down one guy at the plate today, but no such luck here. Runner scores. Inciarte comes home on the sacrifice fly, and the D-backs have taken a 7-4 lead. Out his last time up. Fastball on the corner for a strike. 0-1. That one's in there. That one missing. Sorry, 1-1 the count. Kremer delivers. Misses outside. 2-1 to Upton. Change up in there for a called strike, 2-2. So Ray Kremer hoping to stop the bleeding. The crowd here in Philadelphia trying to exhort him to do so. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Runner being waved around third. Carey's throw will not be in time. Another run scores. Finley comes home. RBI single. And the Diamondbacks, 4 runs here in the top of the 6th, have made it an 8-4 game. Down low, just ground back up the middle. So Kremer's day is done, and now here comes Doug Drabek. Drabek 1-1 on the season, 4.50 earned run average. This will be his 14th appearance. Here's Aribio Durazo. Durazo 0 for 2. First pitch strike there has the count at 0-1. Drabek breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. So Drabek trying to stop the damage inflicted by Ray Kremer during his poor stint. Pirates came back from a 4-run deficit only to have this inning blow up on them, and now have another 4-run deficit to deal with. One-two, Drabek working to Durazo. Slider misses inside, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Line shot, foul. Throw over to first, runner gets back. Drabek is built a little too portly. Doug Drabek wasn't really built like that. Little thing to fix. Tony Batista waits on deck. That one just misses. The count is full. The runner will be going. There's a shot. Deep right. Marte going back. He's got a play on it, though. Puts it away, and the side is retired. But not before the Diamondbacks strike for 4 runs. Sanguillen, Bell, and Walker coming up for the Pirates, who will once again try to scrape their way back in. They trail this one 8-4. Sanguillen 1 for 2, single and a run scored.
The catcher, Sanguillen.
Fastball. Ooh, a high strike. Dow gets that call. 0-1 the count. Shot the other way, just foul. Sanguillen tries to shoot one down the right field line. So 0-2 pitch. Down to Sanguillen. Ground ball to the right side. Johnson ranges to his left. Throw over to first. And there's one down.
Shortstop, Jay Bell.
So here's Jay Bell. Bell 2 for 2, a single and a double. He has also scored a run. Here's the pitch in there for a called strike. Jay Bell has absolutely pulverized left-handed pitching to this point in the season. Fly ball out to right field. Upton underneath it, puts it away for out number 2.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Neil Walker.
So here's Neil Walker. Walker 0 for 2. He is lined out and grounded out. Does have an RBI, though. Shot out to right. Upton going back. He's there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So Omar Dahl does exactly what you need him to do. Gets the 1-2-3 inning with the bottom of the Pirates order after the D-backs scored 4 in the top half. We're off to the 7th. Arizona leads Pittsburgh 8-4.
Leading off for Arizona, the shortstop, Tony Batista.
So Tony Batista will lead things off here in the top of the 7th. Facing Doug Drabek. One and 0 the count. Fastball misses up high, 2-0. That one misses down low, 3-0 the count. Indians lead the Orioles 6-5 in the 6th. Napoleon Lajoie, his 5th home run of the year. He's got 4 RBIs there for the Indians. Eddie Murray 2 for 3 with a homer, his 14th for Baltimore. Tigers and Yankees still scoreless in the 6th. Virgil Trucks and Ron Guidry locked up in a pitcher's duel there. White Sox lead the Rays 4-2 in the 6th. Desmond Jennings has homered for the Rays. Astros and Royals scoreless in the 3rd. Ken Johnson, Kevin Napier, the pitching matchup there. Twins have opened up their lead to 4-1 over the Blue Jays in the 6th. Joe Mauer, his 2nd home run of the year for Minnesota. The Rangers lead the Mariners 4-0 in the 3rd. Bump Wills, his 3rd home run of the year, a 3-run shot. Marlins lead the Giants 2-1 in the 6th. Larry Jansen, Anibal Sanchez, the pitching duel there. Phillies and Angels are scoreless in the 6th. Pitcher's duel in Philly. Irvin Santana, Al Orth, the pitching duel there. Brewers lead the Padres 1-0 in the 3rd. Jeff Jenkins with an RBI hit for the lone run in that game. Expos lead the Reds 2-0 in the 6th. Sorry, Clue. Max Scherzer and Gary Nolan, the pitching duel there. Cubs lead the Cardinals 3-2 in the 3rd. Yadier Molina, his 8th home run of the season, a 2-run shot for the Cardinals. Coming up shortly, Braves and Rockies. John Smoltz, Jorge De La Rosa, the pitching duel in Colorado. So man on first, 2-2 count here to Kelly Johnson here in the top of the 7th from Pittsburgh. Fly ball out to center. Carry coming on, Bell going out. Bell's the one who tracks it down, makes the play, 1 man down. Here you see the Oakland A's have opened up a 13-game lead on the California Angels. The A's are going to run away with that division, and they are just going to get stronger. So the rookie draft, again, the full rookie draft recap will be broadcast on the channel tonight at 8:30. But the A's, already with, I think, the deepest rotation in the game, will add Eddie Plank in the rookie draft. So Plank is going to knock Jack Quinn out of that rotation, meaning that next year, barring something odd happening, the A's rotation is going to be Grove, Waddell, Plank, Catfish Hunter, and Tim Hudson. That is going to be hard for anybody else to navigate, to say the least. 2-1 the count. Drabek working to Ryan Roberts. Roberts 1 for 3. That one misses up high. Count goes to 3-1. Pitch misses down low, ball 4. So first and second.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the catcher.
Here's Chris Snyder. Snyder a pair of singles. He's also scored a pair of runs. Pitch from Drabek. Fly ball to center. It's hit well. Carry, though, underneath it. Puts it away for out number 2. So here's Inciarte. Inciarte, 3 singles on the day. He has scored a pair of runs. He's got 2 on right now with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Shot into right. Ender Inciarte, what a day for him. This one splits the gap. Marte goes back to the wall. He plays it, but 2 runs are going to come around. Ender Inciarte has a 4-hit day, and the Diamondbacks have blown this one open to a 10-4 lead. Inciarte all over that one. Bangs it up against the ivy and brick here at Forbes Field. Good move put on that ball by Inciarte. So here's Steve Finley. So after Ray Kremer struggled out of the bullpen, Doug Drabek hasn't fared much better. Finley 3 for 4, 2 singles, a triple, 4 RBIs. He's got a runner out at second here. Popped up, foul ground. It's going to get to the ground before anybody can get to it. So 0-2 the count here as Drabek works to Finley. Slider inside 1-2. Shot out into center, coming on, carry. That ball getting down, it's going to fall in front of him. Run comes around, Inciarte will score. Finley with the RBI single, and it's 11-4 Arizona.
Up next to the Diamondbacks.
So the Diamondbacks look like they will avoid the sweep here. They dropped the first 2 games of this series. Their offense held a bit in check. But they have broken out today in a big way. So here's Dave Justy. Justy making his 8th appearance of the year. No record, a 5.4 earned run average. Given that I have to get ready for work soon, I will probably finish the Pirates part of the 7th inning. And unless they have made this a game once again, I will probably do a fast sim of the last 2 innings of this broadcast. I hate doing that. I knew I was kind of on the borderline time-wise of being able to get this whole game in. But unfortunately, because I'm back in the office now 3 days a week, I'm a little bit tighter on time. So I really kind of have to start my broadcasts before 11:30. It seems like, I think a noon start, particularly with the baseball broadcast, which can run on a bit. I can't start broadcast at noon anymore. So, a lesson learned, but that's all right. Ground ball down to first, knocked down. Nice play by Beckley, flips it to Justy, and the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks add 3 more. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7th inning stretch time. I fear most of the people at Forbes Field who stretch are going to do so by walking out of the stadium at this point. Here's Ruben De La Rosa. So Omar Dahl goes through 6 innings, bends but doesn't completely break, and now stands to get the win for the D-backs. De La Rosa 4-4, 4.77 ERA. He will start off by facing Starling Marte. Marte 1 for 3, a single and an RBI.
Number 6.
Circle changeup in there for a strike. Juan Cruz and Brandon Lyon throwing in the D-backs bullpen. Here's the pitch from De La Rosa. Slider in the dirt, 1-1. High fastball lined out to center. Finley gets a good read on it, though. Going back, he's there. Puts it away for the first out. So there you see this. The last two guys who were up over 400, Billy Hamilton of the Phillies and Zach Wheat of the Dodgers, have both dipped below the 400 mark. Johnny Mize, third in the league in hitting. Stan Hack, fourth. Larry Walker, fifth. Zach Wheat was just unconscious during May. He hit something like 450 for the month. Willie Mays leading the league in home runs, tied with Bob Horner, who has gone on a huge homer streak for the Braves. Johnny Mize and Carlos Beltran and Larry Walker tied with 18. Walker leads the league in RBIs with 53. Johnny Mize is second. Nate Colbert, the lone bright spot for the Padres, is third. Willie Mays fourth. Carlos Beltran fifth. So De La Rosa ahead of Fred Clark, 0-1. Clark 1 for 3 on the day. Fly ball left field. Martinez underneath it, puts it away, and the side is retired. So that finishes the 7th. We're heading to the top of the 8th. D-backs lead the Pirates 11-4. So we're going to fast forward our way through the rest of this. Like I said, I do apologize for that. This is not something I've ever done, but it is necessary. So let me see. So we'll go to the. I guess I have to control somebody in order to do that. All right, whatever. Fast forward. End of game. We'll let the engine play it out the rest of the way. And that wraps it up. So 11-4 is our final. If you're not familiar with the show, I know a couple of you guys have said you were going to get this game. You can manage the game like this too. Like you can go batter by batter and manage things and stuff like that if you are so inclined to do that. I don't, but you are certainly able to. So the Diamondbacks come into Pittsburgh. They get the finale of the 3-game set. The Pirates do take 2 of 3 in the series, however. Just not there for them today. There you see your line score. Omar Dahl, after that 3-run second, able to settle things down for the D-backs. Dahl will get the win. Bill Swift will take the loss. Again, that's Bill V. Swift, not the Billy Swift of, I guess, Bill Swift, the recent Bill Swift, it's the Mariners, the Giants. I think he was with the Rangers for a bit too, if I remember correctly. So I don't think they have any relation to each other either, but I could be wrong about that. Grandfather or whatnot. So that will wrap up the broadcast here from Pittsburgh. Again, Dahl improves to 4-2. Swift falls to 6-6. Ruben De La Rosa gets the cheapest 3-inning save in baseball history. Huge days for Enciarte and Finley, 5 and 4 hits respectively for Arizona, which bangs out 17 hits total. 6 innings, 4 runs for Dahl. So certainly not a great start, but enough to get the job done, particularly given how he started. He didn't strike out anybody. Finley gets player of the game with the 5 RBIs. Good job from Steve Finley. So that will wrap things up from Pittsburgh. We will finish the sim through the date. We'll check out the standings as of the end of play as of June 5th. So you see the Pirates. The Pirates and Cubs tied for the NL Central lead. The Cardinals a half game back. The Reds 4 games back. So tightly compacted, as is the AL Central. In the NL East, The Montreal Expos have taken over the division lead there. I still don't believe that their offense is going to hold up over the long haul. The Braves, though, the Braves pitching is great, but the Braves have now lost 6 in a row. They need to get their offense in gear. The Phillies' offense hasn't been good either. So, I mean, the Expos have actually put forth the best offense in the NL East. I still think the Braves win the division. Just I'll always side with pitching, but I mean, the Expos pitching has been really solid. So we'll see. You know, nobody in this division got a great draw. The Expos got a really good draw considering their player pool. But you know, every team in the division coming off a loss. The Braves have lost 6 in a row. The Phillies have lost 9 of 10, and the Expos have kind of slipped in to the division there. In the NL West, the Giants up 7.5 games, playing 700 ball there. They are just terrific. Dodgers in second. You know, Dodgers 10 games over 500 and still 7.5 games out. D-backs, Rockies, and Padres just looking toward next season. We'll check out the American League quickly. AL East, Red Sox a game lead on the Yankees. That is a 2-horse race, to say the least. That pitching, though, 2.75 team ERA for the Red Sox. They have been terrific so far. The Indians have won 7 of 10. Their early season struggles seeming to be behind them, and that is a bad sign for the rest of that division. But still, you've got 4 teams there within 2.5 games of each other in the Central. I just still can't believe how bad the Tigers are. They can't hit and they can't pitch, and their roster should be yielding a better result for them than it has so far. So they are certainly the most disappointing team, I think, in the FSBL to this point. And in the West, as we mentioned, the A's running away with that division, 12.5 games up. The best offense, the second best pitching, and the fact that they're going to get Eddie Plank next year through their rookie draft is pretty amazing. So the A's are going to be a force for a long time. So that will wrap up this broadcast. I thank you again, as always, for tuning in to the Legend Sports Universe. Again, check out tonight, 8:30 p.m. on the channel. We will recap the June 1st rookie draft for the Franchise Stars Baseball League. We'll see which of the remaining players from each team's player pool will join them for next year and which Negro League player each franchise will get. None of the superstar Negro League players were taken, but a few very solid Negro League players were picked up in this draft, including Frank Duncan, again, the defensive stalwart behind the plate, who will go to the Diamondbacks, who we just saw with the victory over the Pirates here. Until then, guys, until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Cyril, MV, Big Clue, and is it Elon? Thank you very much for tuning in to the broadcast. Greatly appreciate your time as always, guys. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.